Forget NCIS Season 22. I need Mark Harmon back as Gibbs in another show after NCIS Origins. Hello everyone, I am Karistina. Welcome back to my channel. Please subscribe to the channel and press the bell icon for the latest news updates. Honestly, forget Mark Harmon's return to the flagship for NCIS for Season 22. The franchise has a more compelling opportunity to return the original Leroy Jethro Gibbs, and it had better take it. Harmon's central NCIS character established the franchise, with the actor staying on board for nearly 20 years. Ultimately, Mark Harmon exited NCIS in Season 19, but fans still miss his brash, charming presence. Although Harmon returned in NCIS Origins to help kick off and tell the story of the agent's background at NIS, the Freaky Friday actor's role left me feeling like Gibbs hadn't actually returned. Harmon narrates the NCIS Origins story from his isolation in Naktok Bay. The agent in charge retired to Alaska after a case brought him and McGee, Sean Murray, to the state, and Gibbs decided to stay there when he realized the profound sense of peace the landscape brought him. Thus, in the shared NCIS universe, Gibbs is still an island. While Gibbs returning to NCIS Origins was necessary, and his role in the show makes sense, I desire a more tangible representation of Gibbs who can interact with the other characters. That said, Gibbs' NCIS reunion can't happen on the flagship. NCIS main show has mostly moved on from Gibbs. While Gibbs would be welcomed back to the flagship with open arms, it isn't the best place for Harmon's return. Those involved in the production of NCIS after Harmon left have fought for the series to stand on its own. Many were cautious in believing that NCIS would survive after Harmon's exit, but the series paved the way for a different show after Gibbs left. His replacement as the supervisory agent, Gary Cole as Alden Parker, has been Gibbs' opposite and didn't leave us with the opportunity to discuss how a Gibbs-like agent would feel after Harmon's exit. The series has worked hard to distinguish itself as worthy of continuing without Harmon, and compromising that at this juncture simply doesn't make sense to me. With the show midway through its third season without Harmon, it would feel like a step backward to bring Gibbs back to NCIS. The series has worked hard to distinguish itself as worthy of continuing without Harmon, and compromising that at this juncture simply doesn't make sense to me. Moreover, while Gibbs is close with some NCIS Season 22 characters, like Sean Murray's Timothy McGee and Brian Dietzon's Jimmy Palmer, there's another NCIS spinoff show where Gibbs has even stronger connections. His appearance on that show would avoid the problems with the flagship altogether while providing an equally satisfying reunion. I think Gibbs' connection to Tony and Ziva would truly justify Mark Harmon returning. Even if Harmon wanted to return to the flagship, his NCIS reunion wouldn't include some of Gibbs' most vital connections. Harmon's return to the NCIS franchise in the NCIS Tony and Ziva spinoff is the perfect opportunity for his character's revival. The developmental choice would put Gibbs alongside Tony and Ziva, which has massive appeal for fans, myself included. Gibbs worked alongside Cote de Pablo's Ziva David and Michael Weatherly's Tony DiNozzo, his senior field agent, for years. While Gibbs often antagonized Tony or was critical of Ziva, the agents have saved each other's lives on countless occasions. Fans of the NCIS flagship know Gibbs has an indelible bond with Tony and Ziva. While he had a funny way of showing it sometimes, Gibbs treated the special agents like his own children. Ziva even inspires Gibbs to come out of retirement in NCIS Season 4. Gibbs could be motivated to leave his isolation again if Weatherly and de Pablo's characters were in danger. Moreover, I would love to see Harmon's appearance on NCIS Tony and Ziva be more than just a one-off occasion. The spin-off could weave Harmon into the narrative, embellishing the story with deep-seated meaning. Gibbs could help bridge the gap between NCIS and the spinoff. Indulging in Harmon's deep connection to Tony and Ziva would be more than just an understandable pull for fans. It could be a vital link to the spinoff show's success. While Tony and Ziva are household names for franchise aficionados, their spinoff show differentiates itself from the flagship. Most notably, NCIS Tony and Ziva is streaming on Paramount Plus rather than airing on CBS, where every other NCIS spin-off show has debuted. The show's streaming format will allow for a serialized story, dealing less with procedural elements in favor of more overarching personal narratives. and Harmon could help tie it all together. Admittedly, I enjoy what they're doing with NCIS Season 22, but the show doesn't have the same appeal as when Gibbs, Tony, and Ziva were all in the bullpen. I know I'm not alone when I say I would love to see Harmon reunite with Weatherly and de Pablo. Furthermore, this could be the NCIS franchise's best chance for Gibbs to return and for it to mean something to fans. If NCIS passes on the opportunity to feature Gibbs alongside two of his most trusted agents, Tony and Ziva, they will squander the perfect opportunity to feature Gibbs again. Hello, lovely viewers, welcome to my channel. I am Keristina. Hope your day is so well. If you like the video, don't forget to subscribe to the channel.